Good morning, happy people. Today, another DIY project. We're ripping down the old archery set. We're gonna make it better, but it won't just be for archery. Let's get started. Okay, so I've got these two targets set up over here. We had blocking, we had a backer board, but that is disintegrated. I've got to figure out something else with the styrofoam blocking. We're going to go ahead, we're going to rip these up. First thing we're going to do is we're going to set in posts. That's the first part of the project. Set in posts. I'm going 6 feet apart. These are 4 by 4 by 8s. We got to dig 2 feet down on the ground, so it'll be 6 feet up. Let's get started on this thing. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out the board first, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to dig 2 feet down on the ground, set in the post, mix up the concrete. Alright, so we've got both our holes at 2 feet. 2 feet for both the holes. Now we're going to go ahead and mix up some concrete. Alright, let me go ahead and address this now. Yes, I would normally put stone, crushed stone, rock, something at the bottom of these for the beams. I don't have it. I totally forgot to get it. So I can't put like half a bag, quarter of a bag in for any of these holes here. Either of these holes, I should say. So we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna mix up the concrete, set the posts in, we're gonna make sure obviously they're level, and then probably brace them, because we're just not gonna be able to hold on to them all day long. So yeah, that's the next step. But yes, I know someone's gonna say it. Why isn't he putting stone at the bottom of the hole, at the bottom of the pit here? Don't have it, can't do it. Let's move on. All right, we've got one post in there. Checking for level. That one is level as it is. is why you got to use braces, folks. You're going to brace these up. If you're using concrete, if you're going ahead and throwing it right in, compacting it with dirt, then you should be all set. Yep, this one is not going to stay in place. I'm going to have to go ahead and brace it. That one's going to get braced too, even though that is in place. Let's go ahead and get that done. We essentially have 2 bags of concrete in here, and it's 3 liters water per bag that we're mixing, just in case you're wondering. Ready? Go ahead and we're going to recheck it for level. You're at level right there. I'll probably add a little more water to this, as I'm not liking the consistency. It's locked, it's close, but I will add some water. Rechecking level one more time. It is at level. The concrete is setting up very nicely. I can feel it. Pause actually done. Sorry. I've got to move this out of my way. That wind chime was just in my way. Had to move that. I'm at level. Gonna add a little more water. Rechecking level. That is level, folks. That is level. Now, they're standing pretty upright. I don't think I'm going to go ahead and brace them. We're going to go ahead 24, 48 hours before we come back out here and we do the second part of this. So yeah, pretty pleased. All right, that concrete has set up real good. Now I know it's 1 to 2 hours and it starts to set up, guys. I realize that. But I've given it 24 hours to start working with these beams and the next step on what I'm going to do. All right, 24 to 48 hours. And then we're going to start working. Good confidence. Everything is good. So, yep. They're in there solid. It's looking really good. And we're going to get on to the next step. Alright, so I had to go ahead and I had to cut my longboard down. You saw I put up the brackets. I had to cut this down, shorten it just a little bit. The bulk of it is going to get supported up on those brackets. And we're going to have a little bit overlapping on both ends of those 4x4s. That's just the way the mat is going to lie after we go ahead. We got to pre-drill some holes in this. We've got some bolts to put in through this. And obviously they're going to go through the mat, into the board. We got to snug everything down. That's the next process.
All right, so we've got that pre-drilled board up, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to attempt to get this horse mat up, and that'll be our backstop.
All right, folks, at this point, we're just running through different scenarios on how to get this up. She doesn't have the strength to do it. It's a difficult move to make here. So we're trying to figure out how we can best do this. We're coming up with different scenarios, and we think we may have worked one out. It's going to work for us. Do you want to move that black ladder out of the way? That board keeps on moving. Gotta fold that, yep, fold that in. Yep, exactly. Okay.
Let me get this.
Yep. Now the idea, everybody, is we're going to try to line up the holes on the board here with the holes on the mat and just bolt it in. Hold on. You get the mallet. I'm going to try to lift it up. You're going to put the bolts through it. I've got this. Working in the sand here, guys, so we're just falling in. Talk to me.
Come over my way.
Pressure, let go. All right, guys, it appears we have that first one in. I'm just sinking in the sand over here. Just trying to get it on a difficult angle. So as long as take that, take bolt, we're just doing what we can here. We probably put the this backstop up a little too high, but we'll go through that later on why I chose to do it this way. Come down. There. Can you see it? Yep, I can't. I'm just sinking in the sand here. I can't run back and forth to lift and do. Come on. Come on, hon. Give me the mallet. Let go. Let go. All right, guys, we've got it in place for the most part. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do the rest of these bolts. Now, I need you to go on the back side of this and tell me if I'm going through or not. Just can't see it at all.
Yep. It's through.
Okay. Take another bolt, just hand them over here. Yep, be on the other side. Is that even in there?
It's not coming through yet.
Stand by. Oh, this thing's in the sand. Can't see him coming. That's the problem.
All right, you're through. Playing my finger with a sledgehammer. This horse mat is so thick you can't see the thing here. All right, you're through. Guys, I can assure you there's a reason why we're doing it this way. I'll explain it later, but it's going to be well worth it. Do it how we're doing it. This was not the easy part.
That's three.
Way was not the conventional way of doing this, of putting this up like this. It's about 100 degrees almost today with the humidity. And the way we're trying to bolt it, lift it up. We've already been out here working for hours on this project. So, put the mat up the best you can. If you have 2 or 3 people, that is the best way to do it. A single person won't be able to do it on their own. Go ahead, you put the bolts through, and we'll go through the next phase of this. This is not by any means done. Just getting the bolts into the board, that's a chore. Then we'll show you how we're going to take care of that. Skip that one for a second. I'm going to go this way. Take the last bolt. All right, so we go ahead and got those. And they come right through that board right there. That's what you want. You want the bolts to come right through the board. Then you're gonna go ahead and cinch them onto the board. You're gonna tighten them up. Yep, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna let this down. We're gonna cinch those up. All right, everybody, you saw that we got the bolts through, hung this up. Now you gotta go ahead and you gotta cinch the bolts down. That's the next thing to be done. Got to figure this one out. This one was it's most likely stripped, unfortunately, the bolt, because that tightener just, the fastener won't go on at all. Some of these are countersunk a little deep, so I had to back them out just a little bit.
All right, everybody, here it is. Just about complete, almost complete. This is how we're going to have the front set up for the most part. Let me show you the back. Here's how the back is. Now, I've been to 5 different locations trying to get more brick. Nobody has it. I have a call in to a landscaping company that may have some. If we can get those, then that is great. Definitely want that. But yeah, that's the last bit. It's a 1955 Daisy pump BB gun, model 125. It's around 1955, 1957, somewhere through that period. I restored this, purchased this up in an antique mall from Vermont. Restored it. Shoots pretty good. All iron sights. Let's try it out on the target over there. Shot 3 targets. Let's go check it out. Well, guys, that's kind of hilarious. I mean, these are not the best sights. This is a 1955, BB gun. So we got low on the 7, and then at the 9. Then we got right down here. Then we came up over here. And we're right there on that target. So yeah, this thing probably hasn't been fired in like forever, but all right, closer range, definitely better. Right in the bull. Right in the bull. And real darn close. So closer range with that. Definitely works. Definitely works. I like it. Go ahead, so we can hit the target. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit just above the deer into the backstop. We want to make sure the backstop stops the arrow from going through. Into the backstop we go. Let's go take a look. Target. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit just above the deer
into the backstop. We want to make sure the backstop stops the arrow from going through. Into the backstop we go.
All right, guys, this is the back of the backstop. We might have hit that cement brick a little bit. Go ahead, move them over. But look at that, huh? Look at that. Only penetrated to there. Stopped it. Stopped the arrow. That's exactly what we wanted. We hit the deer, we hit the block, and I purposely shot it right into the backstop to demonstrate that the backstop will stop the arrow.
All right, as you see, we hit all 3 targets, 1, 2, and did the backstop. It stopped everything. Now Daisy BB gun, not so great for long distance. Close range, we were right on mark. 3 arrows. Why'd I shoot the 3? 1, to show you that yes, I can shoot the arrows at the target and hit the target. That's number 1. Number 2 is, I showed you the backstop will stop that arrow. Should it be a misfire, it's gonna stop it. It grabbed it, you saw that. Backstop did what it was supposed to do. Like I said, 583 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for those that have been with this channel since day 1, and thank you for the newly subscribed subscribers. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel, get the word out. Okay, we have more content coming. It's been a little slow, it's getting really hot here. We're working on some different things. Okay, a little behind the scenes. But more stuff is coming. We'll see all of you on the next adventure. Take care, everybody.